Hello my loves, and welcome to your cosmic weather report for the week ahead. We've got a huge week this week, a really big and bold and brave and beautiful week that's really going to ask you to begin to light up the world in the way that only you can. So nearly all the astrology of this week is about you just becoming more you. Because if you want to step into more of your purpose and potential in the world, you can only do that by being who you are and who you came here to be. The whole time you are censoring and shrinking and dimming your light in order to try to fit in and be accepted, you can never then begin to shine your unique soul's light and therefore fulfill the purpose and potential that you came here to fulfill. So this energy of this week is just all week is about enabling you to become more you. Now, what you might also find as we move through this week, and I'll explain it a little bit more as we go, is that you're really going to be shown those places in your life where you dim your shine, where you accept less than your worth, where you mold yourself or adapt yourself or pretend to be someone that you're not just in order to fit in. And those places, especially with Mercury retrograde happening in Leo, are going to really be felt, so that you can then begin to look at these areas of your life and let go of those things that are really holding you back in order to step into more of who you are and therefore more of your purpose, and therefore light up the world in the way that only you can. So we've just got so much kind of Leo energy this week. And all of this energy as well gives us that preparation for the Lionsgate portal, which is the 8/8 portal. So this week, and especially the new moon of this week, and as we move into Leo season this week, all this energy is going to help us over the next few weeks to really begin to awaken and evolve and grow and transform and shed and release in the ways that we need to. So we begin the Astro week on Tuesday when the sun moves into Leo. So we get not only Leo season, but we also get Midsummer. So this is going to be the peak of summer over the next few weeks, especially when we get to Lammas on the 1st of August, which is that cross-quarter festival, which is exactly halfway then between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. Now, as we move into Leo season, all you need to do is step outside. Go and step outside in nature. Everything in nature is filled with abundance and life and beauty and energy. And nature right now is showing us in full glory everything that she's grown and manifested and created over the last few months. And this time of year asks us to do the same. So to really take some time to look at what have you achieved so far this year? What have you done so far this year? To really celebrate the fullness of your life and all that you've brought to life so far this year. It's a time to really feel the abundance and the gratitude for all that you have and appreciate all those things you have to be grateful for in your life. So take some time at the start of the week to really feel into that gratitude. Leo season is a beautiful season to just practice gratitude every day. That might be in the morning or the evening, a little gratitude list, 3-5 things you're really grateful for. And just really sitting in that energy of gratitude, because I believe that no matter what is happening in our lives, no matter how kind of dark it gets in life, we can always find something to be grateful for. And the more that we can do that, the more we can see those kind of glimmers of hope and those glimmers of what's possible. So add a little gratitude practice into your daily rituals every day for the next few weeks, and that'll really kind of make a massive big difference. This is also the season to really begin to be brave and be bold and to radiate your unique soul's light out there into the world. It's time to realize your magnificence and who you are and what you have to offer to the world. And that leads us really beautifully then into Wednesday, when we get the sun sextile Uranus and we also get Venus square Mars. Now, first of all, if you look at the sun sextile Uranus, this is a really beautiful energy for this week. The sun it's our personality, it's our ego, but it's also how we're here to shine our light into the world. The same way that the sun gives light and life on earth, our sun sign in our chart shows us how we're here to give light and life to everyone around us. Now the sun then meeting Uranus. Uranus is the planet of liberation, freedom, awakening. But Uranus also really wants us to be our most true and authentic selves. Uranus is that planet of just be free to be you. Just be you. And especially whenever Uranus works with the sun, it's about being free to shine. So as I mentioned earlier, what you might notice around this day are those places where you've been dimming your shine. What Uranus will do is bring kind of shock changes into your life. So in those life areas where you have perhaps known for a really long time that you're staying somewhere that is stealing your magic or dimming your shine or making you a smaller version of you, Uranus is likely to come in and bring a shock or a surprise into that area of your life to ask you to bring about change and freedom and transformation. So really watch out for that around the middle of the week. Uranus, especially meeting the sun, wants you to embrace your authenticity and embrace your uniqueness and really just be more you. That's a really big message I'm going to give you as we go through the whole of this week, is just be more you. So this is a day midweek to begin to really notice where you've dimmed your shine, those life areas where you know that you're worth more than this, where there's just that knowing of I'm worth more than this, I deserve better than this. And also there's places in life where you know you've got more to offer, where you just know there's more that you can give, a deeper way in which you can serve. You've got more potential than what you're currently being allowed to kind of give to the world. And this in itself is going to ask you to break free in those life areas where you are being kept small. Now, this is going to be potent energy because on the same day we have Venus squaring Mars. So what Venus square Mars will first of all do is show you where there is a tension or a disconnect between your desires and action. So where you've wanted something for a really, really, really long time, but you don't take action on your desires. You're going to really feel those places where you're not taking action on what you want. I'd really love for you to dig into why. So whether it's because you don't believe it could happen for you, you don't feel that you're worthy and deserving of it, because somebody else told you that you wouldn't be able to do it, because society says that that's not the way it's done. Really feel into why there is a tension between your desires and action. And once you've really got beneath that, Venus squaring Mars is going to bring through this breakthrough energy, this energy of, I have to start to live by my values. I have to start to live my desires. I have to start to live my truth. I have to start to live in a way that really honors me and values my worth. I have to start to live in a way where I'm loving and caring for myself. So this is going to bring this real kind of breakthrough energy where there's going to be a sense of, again, especially with Mercury retrograde being in Leo, we've got such a big Leo energy now. There's going to be this sense of, I've had enough of this. I'm done with this. Especially if these are things that have been going on for a really long time and you've been getting those little niggles and those little nudges and the little inner knowing that this isn't for you. And again, you've been kind of dimming and shrinking yourself in order to stay there. There's going to be a feeling that you just can't do that anymore. It's going to become too painful to do that. It's going to become too painful to keep shrinking and hiding and accepting less. And that's what's going to bring about the change. Now, a lot of that change is going to come on Thursday when we get the Leo new moon. Now, this is a power-packed moon. This is potentially one of the strongest moons I feel that we've had. I feel for a long time. I'd go as far as to say this year. This new moon is working with all of the key energy of 2025. So it's working with Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. It's working with all the outer planets except for Jupiter. And what this is really doing is asking us now to really begin to... there's a butterfly right by my window as I'm speaking about all of this. That's what distracted me for a moment. And so it's almost like the universe is giving us the sign of the transformation, the evolution, the growth, the the message I'm hearing really clearly now is like, it's time to come out of the chrysalis. It's time. We can't keep hiding in the chrysalis anymore. Oh, it's comfortable in here and I've been here for a little while. It's like, we've got to start to come out of the chrysalis. But remember, when a butterfly does that, a butterfly has to beat its wings against the side first. It's not an easy journey for that caterpillar through to a butterfly. The caterpillar, first of all, has to turn into complete mush. Then this metamorphosis happens. And then the caterpillar has to beat its wings. And we've likely all heard the tale about, it's one of those tales that goes round and around about someone saw a butterfly, right, really struggling to get out the chrysalis. And so they cut the chrysalis open to free the butterfly. And the butterfly died because the butterfly's wings weren't strong enough to sustain them, because they hadn't had those moments of beating their wings against the sides to get strong enough to be able to then move into that next evolution and fly in the way that they needed to. And so if you've been going through anything difficult, especially through the beginning stages of this year, because this moon is working in the same place as the Mars-Pluto opposition happened. So if you feel like this year's been an initiation and you've been beating your wings against the sides, this is the moment now where we kind of move out of the chrysalis and we begin to move towards, this butterfly is going wild. I wish I could flip the camera and show you. It's going wild outside my window. This is the moment now we begin to take flight. So this moon is a new beginning point, and it's a new beginning point from everything that we've already talked about so far. This moon wants you to shine brightly as your most unique and authentic and aligned self. What I really need you to pay attention to around this moon, and especially because we had that Venus square Mars on Wednesday, where you were shown where there is kind of a conflict between desires and actions, and we were taken into that energy of just knowing that we had to start to follow our desires. I want you to really feel into, around this Leo new moon, what dreams and desires are wanting to awaken and stir within you, what you're being called to end and what you're being called to begin. Because I just need you to know that every dream and desire that is within you is in there for a reason, because only you can bring it to life. And especially as we move now through these really pivotal times on Earth, and we can maybe all feel it, the energy of Earth at the moment is quite wild. And I talked about this quite a bit at the Happy Place Festival, and loads of people said it helps. So maybe we can do some kind of live at some point. But also, I talk about all this kind of stuff in the Lunar Living Sisterhood. So every new and full moon, I not only tell you everything that you need to know about that particular new and full moon, but I tell you about all the other planetary activity as well, and about the times on Earth, and about the Schumann resonance, and about the solar flares, and about the light codes, and about everything else that's happening. I tell you about everything that's happening energetically as well as astrologically for each new and full moon. And in the private moon circles that you get with me every new and full moon, I can go into a lot of detail about it. So if you love these cosmic weather reports and you would love this kind of thing around the new and full moon energy, we spend at least, it's only meant to be about 45 minutes and half an hour on the other moon, but we normally go a little bit longer. But you get me for that length of time telling you about everything that's happening astrologically and how we can harness and work with these energies, because all these new energies coming into Earth at the moment, this is an upgrade, it's an awakening. And as the energies on the planet shift, they're asking us to do the same so that we can hold the new energetic frequency that's coming in, we can bring the new codes in, and we can be the ones that create the change that needs to be made on the Earth at this time. And so this new moon is going to work with quite a bit of that energy and ask you now to begin to really look at all of the old, outdated, stuck versions of you in your life that Uranus will have shaken up earlier in the week, and what it is that you need to let go of in order to be more you, to shine your light, to trust the intuitive nudges and the niggles and desires within you, and to follow them to where they are calling you to go. Because I'll say it to you again, every dream and desire, every niggle you get around this moon, whether it's to end something or begin something or follow something, create something, is within you because it's what's needed on Earth at this time. And you following that means that you get to weave the fabric of the new Earth and what it is that we're creating as we go through these really transformational times on Earth. We're in one of the biggest shifts of consciousness that we've ever been through, and each one of us has a part to play. And this new moon is going to really illuminate what your part to play is, so that you can begin to then hold those new energies and begin to really shine your light and make a difference in the world in the way that only you can, because we need you. We really, really do. I've got 5 seconds left, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to send you so much love and shine your light.